Timeline Transit Company. So this is a very, very interesting project. I want to start off by playing you this video over here.
Welcome to Timeline Transit Company, the world's leader in time travel tourism. Upon mint, travelers will receive a randomly generated room NFT with items from across various time periods sized to fit the Twitter banner placement. Timeline Transit NFTs will have evolving utility that will be rolled out in phases. Immediately after mint, the Phase 1 game will begin, and your NFT will act as a game piece in a story-driven adventure for a 64 Ethereum prize. NFT holders will be informed that the time machine has broken, and in order to fix it, travelers either alone or in teams need to collect multiple timelines and match items from within the same time periods to create 18 time anchors. In Phase 2, your NFT will act as a customizable canvas, creating a new layer of digital identity. New items will be introduced, allowing holders to represent the multiple Web3 communities, interests, and identities they're a part of. Representation of identity through a unique personalized space in the metaverse is not new. However, we intend to meet the NFT community on Twitter, where they already spend their time, rather than attempting to lure them to a new platform. For more information, please see our white paper, which can be found on the main panel of our
Alright,
website.
so quite a lot of information over there, and we're going to go deeply into it. It's going to be a 10,000 collection, or 9,999. And it's a gamified banner project, okay? So if we jump onto their Twitter over here, we can see that they've got 17,000 followers. And they have a really strong lure or story. And as you saw, there's actually two phases to this project, right? So the lure and the idea is that we're in the year 3021, and there's an error, and all timelines have gotten blurred. Okay, and the goal, either in teams, they said, or individuals, is to restore these timelines. And the way that you do that is that you collect, for your room theme, you have to collect all the matching
Tomorrow,
items,
I
up
will
to
take you
18
back
of
to the
them.
bull
Okay,
market.
and if you do that, the first person or team to do that will win 64 Ethereum. Then once that is done, you get to customize your banner on their system and put whatever items you want inside your banner, which is really, really cool. And I do think that leads that they could very easily do collabs with bigger projects. That, let's say you own a Kaiju Kings, which is one of the projects that they've mentioned, you'll be able to put the Kaiju King inside your custom banner. So I like the idea of personalization. I really do. And I think that this has really got huge potential because, as they said, everyone spends all their time on Twitter. Okay. And if this does take off and people start seeing, oh, this guy's got this cool, room as his Twitter banner. What is this? And they learn, they want to learn more. It could be something that really, really does take off. Also, the founders are very, very well connected. In the space, so I have no doubt that they'll be able to launch and secure the different collabs with different projects. It's a new concept which I always like seeing. Stuff that's new. Here's the other founder here is always nice for me, where guys are thinking out of the box. Okay, and it's going to be different to anything that you've ever seen before. The art looks really, really good, and I think the concept is really quite brilliant. If we dive here into their white paper, we can see here Timeline Transit Company, the world leaders in time travel tourism. Patented time travel technology allows for travelers to both explore the future and relive history. Okay, so here you can see some examples of different types of rooms. And I think the movement is so cool. Like, you can imagine on your Twitter as a GIF, you've got this moving. I definitely think it's eye-catching. And if you could put your favorite NFTs in here, I think that could be absolutely incredible. Here's another good example of all different types of rooms. Obviously there's many, many more, but just to give you an idea of the designs. And you'll be able to fully customize them in Phase 2 and put in whatever items you want. So Phase 1, where you can win the 64 Ethereum bounty, right? So you'll have to figure out and the website will help you, but what period your room is from in history, and then find items that are within that period. So here would be an example of a completed room. Okay, you can see everything is from, like, the mummy age, right? And you've got here everything that you need. And once you've got all those items, you've effectively completed your banner in stage one to win the prize, which is a nice gamification. And I think it's going to create a good market for these individual NFTs, which are NFTs in and of themselves, the items, right? Because if you need this last one to complete your room, that's going to drive the floor price up, regardless of the rarity of that particular item, because you need to complete it with all the items from that period, right? So here you can have a look as well. The website will help you, right? Is to know what your 18 time anchors are. What are you looking for? And if you make a mistake even once, then you'll be sort of disqualified from the game to win the 64 ETH. That will also be updated on the marketplaces, whether it be LooksRare or OpenSea or whatever it may be, or X2Y2. So you see here it will say time worm, which means you've put the wrong item there. You haven't followed the instructions on the websites properly, and then that will be disqualified. The first person to click claim or team that wallet will receive the 64 Ethereum prize. And then once we get past the gamification of the first stage, that's when you get to the staking. They've got the in currency token, and that's where you'll be able to separate the items from your NFT, and then obviously trade other items that you want, buy and sell. Each of them will be their own NFT and fully customize the room. Once you've taken the items out, this is how it will appear. It can't be staked like this, but you will be able to leave it like this while you add items on their UI on their website, right? And you can choose where you want to put everything. Anytime you want to go back after you've completed it, you go back into it, and you can add and remove as you see fit. So I definitely think that it's really, really interesting. Here there'll be different items that you'll be able to buy with your warp token. Here they mentioned that they're going to be partnering with different projects for different items from different projects. And I do think that it's one that is unique enough that if it's executed properly, which so far looks really, really good, it could be a really, really great project and could go viral, could take off. So I'm quite excited for that.